Democracy is the only system that persists in asking the powers that be, rather they are the powers that ought to be. Sidney J. Harris. Grand Rising to the first time viewers. Welcome. My name is Joseph Long, and I thank you for tuning in. To my returning viewers, hello, friends, and thank you for your continued support. Today, we gather in this space to prepare ourselves for an important civic responsibility: voting. By voting, we commit to being active members of our society, accepting our individual role for the good of the whole. The intention behind our vote is just as important as the vote itself. In this meditation, we will focus on moving past fear or anger and instead connect with the wisdom in our hearts and our deep aspirations for our communities and our world. But before we start the meditation, I would like for you to take this time to hit the thumbs up button because it does affect the algorithms and alerts like minded people to come follow our platform. Thank you in advance. Let's begin. Find a comfortable seated position with your feet on the floor and hands resting gently on your lap. Allow your spine to be tall yet relaxed. Gently close your eyes, or if you prefer, soften your gaze downward. Take a few slow, deep breaths, letting your exhales be long and complete. Feel the support beneath you, the chair, the floor, the ground. Bring your attention to the natural flow of your breath. Notice the subtle sensations of air entering your nostrils on the inhale and exiting on the exhale. You might feel your abdomen or chest gently rise and fall. Simply observe the breath without trying to change it, allowing it to anchor you in the present moment. As you breathe, notice any thoughts, emotions, or sensations that arise, particularly those related to the act of voting. You might notice feelings of anxiety, hope, frustration, or a sense of civic duty. Acknowledge these experiences without judgment. Imagine them like clouds drifting across the sky of your awareness. They are simply part of the present moment. You don't need to get carried away by them. Excuse me. Now, gently bring to mind your deepest values. Ask yourself, what do I want for myself, my family, my community, my country, the earth? Reflect on what matters most to you. This is a moment of personal truth, independent of external noise or media drama. Let go of the controversial and vitriol and connect with your inner sense of purpose. As you consider your upcoming vote, reflect on how your choices might align with these core values. Visualize the positive impact you wish to bring about. Your vote is a tangible expression of your heart and an act of accepting individual responsibility for the good of the whole. Imagine yourself at the polling place or preparing your ballot. Feel your feet solidly on the ground. A sense of stability and presence. See yourself engaging in the process with a sense of calm, clarity, and intentionality. When you cast your vote, feel that your choice is a reflection of your deepest, most considered values. Take a moment to remember that all voters, regardless of who they support, share fundamental human needs and concerns. We all seek well being and security for ourselves and our loved ones. See if you can conjure a sense of shared humanity and compassion for all citizens, even those who do not share your views. When you feel ready, bring your awareness back to the room. Notice your body in the space. Take one more deep, nourishing breath in and a full exhale out. Carry this sense of clarity, calm, and purpose with you as you move forward. You have the tools to meet whatever arises with resilience and intentionality. When you are ready, gently open your eyes. Namaste. Remember, you are not alone. While election stress disorder is a cute sounding name, it's important to remember that it's not a true disorder. If you feel an election related stress, it's normal. You're normal and you're not alone. No matter what side of the political spectrum you land on, you're not the only one feeling stress. Through mindfulness and meditation, we learn our emotions are not ours alone to carry, but human emotions are felt by many. A small amount of stress is a positive thing. It's what drives us to take action in our lives and inspires us to vote for change. If your stress has become unmanageable, remember to return to your mindfulness practice. And so it is. If you haven't done so already, click the like button. I see on YouTube, and maybe this is false on my end, but I'm showing 3 people are on here live with only 1 thumbs up. And I only could visibly see 1 person, and that is the sound chaplain. And I am going to physically greet you as I thank you for holding sacred space here on YouTube. She says, grand voting day meditation besties. I love it. Exclamation points. Hashtag vote. Hashtag voice. I like that. Hashtag power. I like that because during this time, I'm sure a lot of people feel helpless, feel that their voice, their vote, their whatever doesn't matter. And I'm here to remind you, yes, it does. You never will realize people watches you. You never realize that we exude energy that is felt consciously and subconsciously. So that's why it's important that we try to cultivate positivity. It's always important that we are always, as I say as an actor, always in character, always fighting the good fight. And as I want to reiterate, you are not alone in this. And on YouTube, IG, God, people talking to me on Instagram. I have the Sound Chaplain again. Thank you, Sound Chaplain, for your activity on both platforms. I have Miss Shannon. Grand rising to you, Shannon. The Sound Chaplain says, happy voting day, exclamation point, hashtag ballots, hashtag vote, hashtag civic duty. Thank you for the heart emojis. I'm loving all these hashtags. Miss Shannon says, good morning. I don't have any elections today, but you can apply this to other similar situations. That is so true. This practice, this meditation is not solely for voting. It's for if you just want to be centered. It's for any situation that may cause anxiety and stress. Just replace the voting part to whatever the situation is. Thank you for that, Miss Shannon. She continues on. I'm also on YouTube. Okay, so you wanted the 3, and now I see 2 thumbs up. I don't know. YouTube act funky like this sometimes. So I am going to, although I can't see you now that I know it's you, I am going to physically say grand rising to you as well. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for the activity on both platforms. Oh, but I can't type because it's on my TV. Well, thank you for your presence. And I'm just filled with gratitude today. I want to thank you for taking the time to meditate with me and by listening to today's message. Know that I love you and I appreciate you. Peace and blessings. Mwah!